Sometimes, the biggest lessons in life come from the smallest things. This is a short and powerful story, The Empty Jar. It will help you think deeply and learn English easily. One sunny morning, a wise old professor entered his classroom. He was holding a large, empty glass jar in one hand and a bag in the other. The students looked at each other, confused but curious. The professor smiled and said, "Today, I will teach you a life lesson, and a little English too." He placed the empty jar on the table. Then, he slowly put some big stones inside. He filled the jar until no more stones could fit. Then he asked, "Students, is the jar full?" Everyone said, "Yes, Professor. It's full." The professor smiled. He picked up a box of small pebbles and poured them into the jar. The pebbles rolled between the spaces of the big stones. "Now," he asked. A few students laughed and said, "Now it's really full." But the professor wasn't done. He took a box of sand and poured it slowly into the jar. The sand filled every little gap between the stones and pebbles. He looked up and asked again, "Now is the jar full?" Everyone shouted, "Yes, it's completely full now." The professor nodded. Then he took a cup of coffee and poured it into the jar. The coffee smoothly soaked into the sand. The students laughed out loud. They didn't expect that. The professor smiled and said, "My dear students, this jar represents your life. The big stones are the most important things. Your family, your health, your dreams, your values. The pebbles are your job, your money, your home. And the sand represents the small things, like scrolling on your phone, gossip, or wasting time. If you put the sand first, there will be no space for the big stones. Just like in life, if you spend all your time on small, unimportant things, you'll never have time for what truly matters. Everything else will naturally find its place." Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Like and comments every video. Thanks for watching video.